Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Your video is about to start. I wanted to remind you of our newer Wednesday, 1 p.m. live stream Q&A on all things Social Security. Visitors are welcome to post a question in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer it. It's on a first come, first serve basis, so please get there on time. Otherwise, if you care to be a member and get some different kinds of perks, feel free to click the join button below or just click it to learn about them. Anyway, I hope to see you Wednesday. If not, enjoy the video. Bye now. Hey all, I just wanted to touch base on um, a executive order, or it's actually a memorandum for the heads of the executive departments and agencies in the federal government that came down from the new federal administration, the Trump administration, Trump Vance. Um, as you know, they have an agenda of sorts of cutting out waste and spending. And so they're going to find out what's really going on, is my understanding. So a memorandum came out, yes, 2 days ago, I think. Wait, came out on the 28th. What day are we at now? 30th? And some people who don't read thoroughly through it got a little concerned. You know, you know how it is when people don't actually read. So anyway, so they are pausing federal assistance, but not to individuals. So if it was federal assistance to an individual, including SNAP and other things that go directly to the individual versus the ones I think that go to an NGO or something where you don't really even know what they're doing with the money. So just want to clarify that because I will link the actual memorandum for you for any of you who like to read. And if you look in the footnote where they describe what is or is not federal financial assistance, it means or it specifically does not mean, and I'm going to quote this. This term does not include assistance provided directly to individuals. So again, your SNAP, uh, any kind of federal assistance, connected with the federal government that goes right to you, as opposed to you having to go through perhaps a third party, and you know, where perhaps they pick and choose differently who gets it that goes to them. So just wanted to point that out for anyone who thought they might be worried or you're hearing. I'm sure there's misinformation out there. There's probably clickbait videos trying to scare people and getting them to freak out. They also, in footnote number 2, nothing in this memo should be construed to impact Medicare or Social Security benefits. I mean, it's expressly right in the memorandum, guys. And I want to thank, it was actually brought to my attention by NOSCR, the National Organization of Social Security Claimants Representatives, of which I am a member, and they do a really fine job of keeping us apprised. So does their counterpart, Nader, as I like to call them. Anyway, to put it how they presented it, quote unquote, clarifying the president's financial assistance program's pause. So remember, it's not financial assistance going to people. It's financial assistance even expressly in the memorandum. They point out things like certain foreign aid, things leaving the country, going to other things, not going to our people. Okay, so I want to see if they say something. I'll just read it for you. They talk about President Trump issued a memo calling for a quote temporary pause of agency grant, loan, and other financial assistance programs. By the way, that would probably include any kind of like if there were any stimuluses and those little grants that go out to somebody's cousin that works for the grant issuing area, perhaps. While Medicare and Social Security benefits were explicitly excluded from this pause, it was unclear whether SSI and Medicaid and programs like SNAP and CHIP would be paused. Today, multiple elected officials immediately sought clarification, blah, blah, blah. Of course, several nonprofit groups filed seeking to halt the pause. That's probably a bunch of NGOs, you know what that is, right, guys? Non-governmental organizations who are usually cover fronts for a variety of things that people would be very shocked to know about. and not be happy with their money going there. Rather, it should be going to the American people, right? Today, the Office of Management and Budget issued additional guidance indicating that any program not implicated by the president's executive orders is not subject to the pause. The memo goes on to clarify that any program that provides direct benefits to Americans is explicitly excluded from the pause and exempted from this review process. In addition to Social Security and Medicare, already explicitly excluded in the guidance, mandatory programs like Medicaid and SNAP will continue without pause. Funds for smaller businesses, farmers, Pell Grants, Head Start, rental assistance, and other similar programs will not be paused. Okay? So when you start to hear or see clickbait or fake news, I know it's hard to know what's true or what's not. I'm going to put up, I don't know if I can put up, well, I might be able to put this up. An Oscar. I'm not sure if it just goes to members. I'm not sure. But I don't know that it's publicly available on their site is my point. But they put it out as well that it's not going to implicate you in any way. Hopefully what it will do is put more money in the American people's pockets because a lot of this sending it to everybody but yourselves is not good. But I can post up the memo because that's a public link. Okay? All right, guys. No worries. Let's see where this gets us. I'll talk to you later. Bye.